The chamber remained silent as the ancient figure stepped forward, its outline glowing softly in the dim blue light of the origin gate. Lion felt his breath catch. The air around them shifted, thickening with a presence older than the valley itself. Mouse peeked through Lion's mane, trembling but curious. Bear's muscles tightened, every instinct urging him to stand guard. The monkeys clung to each other like tangled vines. The jackalope simply bowed, tail flicking with excitement. The ancient creature emerged fully into the chamber, revealing a towering guardian made of stone and shimmering moss. Shaped like a great lion but far larger than any animal they had ever seen. Its eyes glowed like twin suns, deep and ancient. Lion lowered his head instinctively, unsure whether to show respect or prepare to fight. Mouse whispered that showing respect sounded safer. The guardian's gaze swept across them slowly, as though examining the weight of their hearts. A low hum vibrated through the floor, not threatening, but awakening. Bear felt it run through his pores like a heartbeat. The monkeys whimpered, covering their eyes, stepped forward confidently, introducing the group as the new protectors chosen by the valley. Lion shot him a look. He wished he had been consulted about that title. The guardian lowered its head, observing Lion first. A warm current of energy pulsed from its chest, surrounding him. Mouse felt it too, clutching Lion's mane as comfort replaced fear for a moment. Guardian's voice flowed like distant thunder, asking Lion if he was ready to carry the burden that awaited him. Lion didn't answer right away. He felt the weight of every choice he'd made since entering the valley, but he nodded. The guardian turned to Mouse, its huge face lowering gently. Mouse froze completely. The hum softened, almost like a lullaby, telling him that small bravery was still bravery. Mouse puffed up proudly, then nearly fainted when the guardian smiled. Bear stepped forward next, though he tried not to. The guardian circled him, recognizing strength, loyalty, and the shadow of past battles. Bear felt exposed, as though the guardian could see every moment he wanted to forget. Yet the hum around him resonated with quiet approval. Bear's shoulders relaxed slightly, too. The monkeys tried hiding behind each other, but the guardian's warm glow reached them anyway, calming their frantic hearts. They peeked out nervously, realizing the guardian was not here to harm them. The jackalope bounced in place, glowing with excitement, fully comfortable in the presence of a legend. The guardian's eyes brightened as it spoke of the valley's past, how ancient protectors once walked these chambers, keeping darkness away. It said the tremors shaking the valley were warnings. Something old had awakened beyond the valley's borders. Something hungry. Something that sought the origin gate. Lion's heart pounded. They had sensed danger, but this was bigger than he imagined. Mouse whispered that hungry ancient things should stay far, far away. Bear growled softly, preparing for the coming threat. The monkeys began panicking again, squeaking about leaving immediately. The jackalope assured them that running was absolutely the worst option. The guardian raised a paw, placing it on the stone floor. Light burst from beneath it, forming glowing symbols along the ground. The air crackled with golden energy. The symbols lifted into the air, spiraling around Lion before sinking gently into his chest. Lion gasped. It felt like fire and light at the same time. Mouse held on tightly, afraid to let go. The guardian explained that Lion had been given the Heartstone mark, a dormant power passed only to those chosen to defend the valley. Bear asked if the mark came with instructions. The guardian said the mark would awaken fully when the time was right, though hopefully before anything too terrible happened. Mouse didn't like the sound of that at all. The ground trembled again, this time with more force. Dust rained from the ceiling. The origin gate pulsed like a beating heart. The guardian's eyes narrowed. Something was approaching the valley faster than expected. Bear braced himself. Lion stepped closer to the gate. The jackalope's ears drooped slightly, finally understanding the seriousness of the situation. The guardian stepped back toward the gate, its body merging slowly with the stone as ancient runes lit up across its form. It told Lion they must find the Heartstone shard hidden somewhere deep within the valley. Without it, the mark would remain half sleeping, and the valley would fall. The monkeys asked if the shard was dangerous. The jackalope nodded happily. They screamed. The guardian's form began dissolving back into the gate as tremors shook the chamber. Its voice echoed, warning them to hurry. For the storm waiting outside the valley was not a storm of weather, but of ancient beings forgotten by time. The light from the gate dimmed until only faint blue flames remained. The chamber fell silent once more. Lion stood still, absorbing the weight of their new mission. Mouse tugged gently on his ear, asking quietly if they could survive this. Lion didn't know, but he knew they had to try. Bear stepped forward, placing a reassuring paw on Lion's shoulder. The monkeys gathered around nervously, trying to look braver than they felt. The jackalope bounced toward the tunnel, urging them to follow before the tremors grew stronger. The group made their way back through the narrow passage, the pulsing roots vibrating faintly with each rumble. Mouse muttered that he preferred tunnels without living walls. The monkeys agreed loudly. The air changed as they moved, the tunnel widening into a twilight-lit cavern filled with drifting silver mist. Lion paused, sensing something watching them. Bear sniffed the air cautiously. The jackalope warned that the valley often shifted paths when it sensed changes in fate. The monkeys immediately blamed the valley for everything. A distant growl echoed softly through the mist. Lion froze. Bear perked up, ready to face whatever approached. Mouse buried himself in Lion's mane. The jackalope whispered that the valley was awakening old creatures, guardians and dangers alike. A shadow moved through the fog, slow, heavy, deliberate. Lion growled softly, preparing for whatever would emerge. The mist parted as something large stepped forward, and their next challenge revealed itself.